areas you may need to plan your boundaries for in advance are topics that you don't want to address, such as plans for marriage or children, employment status, religion, or political views. When any of those or other topics that trigger stress arise, you can have a calm response ready that delineates your boundaries, such as, "I prefer not to discuss that." Often, when faced with a boundary on a topic, the questioner will ask, "Why won't you talk about this?" It's important that you keep in mind that you don't owe anyone your reasons, even if it's someone you love. Therefore, you just repeat, "It is something I prefer not to discuss." This tends to keep the situation from escalating rather than advancing to the more abrasive, "It's none of your business." The first response is simply about you and your boundary. The second response makes it about the other person, and they may take offense. You can then change the topic to one that you're eager to discuss. If they again bring up topics outside of your boundary, just keep calmly offering the same response of, "That is something I prefer not to discuss." Eventually, they'll see that you mean what you say, and nagging you will not cause you to raise your voice, break down crying, or give them the information that they're prying for. Another boundary issue you may need to anticipate is that of physical space. No one should be forced to hug, kiss, or touch another person. If Aunt Lucy comes at you with arms wide open, you simply take a step back and say, "I'm not a hugger," or something similar. By saying it in a friendly tone and saying that you are not a hugger, you again show that you are not saying you don't love them, but simply that you have a boundary that you don't want to have crossed. Physical boundaries also may need to be enforced with people who like to touch your arm or even rub your back as they walk past you. This can be especially true if the person has been drinking alcohol. If unwanted touching occurs, taking a step back and saying, "Please don't touch me," delineates the boundary. If they then attempt the behavior again, it would be appropriate to move to another room or leave the venue entirely.